is Jamie Shirley. I'm a physical therapist with Ortho Montana, and you may use this video as a reference following the Magic City Sports Medicine Conference, and we will be going over lower extremity agility and plyometric exercises with a focus on ladder, jump, and cone drills. Tommy Little will be demonstrating the lower extremity plyometric and agility series. We will begin with the ladder drills. Forward step. Begin in a standing upright position in a square at the end of the ladder. Step forward in the next square with one foot and quickly follow with your other foot. Continue this pattern until you reach the end of the ladder and repeat. Lateral high knees. Begin in a standing upright position facing sideways at the end of the ladder. Step into the next square with one foot and quickly follow with your other foot, lifting your knees up to waist level as you step. Forward shuffle, 2 feet in, 1 foot out. Begin in a standing upright position to the side of the agility ladder. Step sideways into the first square with 1 foot and quickly follow with the other foot. Then step out to the opposite side of the ladder with 1 foot and reverse the movement to return to the starting side. Hops. Begin in a standing upright position in a square at the end of the agility ladder. Hop both feet into the next square, keeping your feet together. Continue this pattern until you reach the end of the ladder and repeat. Side straddle single leg hop. Begin in a standing upright position in a square at the end of the agility ladder. Jump both feet outside the ladder, then jump onto 1 foot in the next square. Continue this pattern, alternating the foot you jump onto until you reach the end of the ladder and repeat. Side straddle hop. Begin in standing upright position at the end of the ladder. Jump both feet outside the ladder, then jump both feet together in the next square. Continue this pattern until you reach the end of the ladder and repeat. Lateral inside outside. Begin on the side of the ladder. Step your leading foot forward into the first square and quickly follow with your other foot. Then step backward and onto your side behind the next square in the ladder, 1 foot at a time. 2 out, 2 in, out, out. Begin standing at the end of the ladder. Step 1 foot outside the next square and repeat with the other foot on the opposite side. Then step the first foot into the square followed by your other foot. Continue this pattern until you reach the end of the ladder and repeat. Karaoke. Begin standing at the end of the ladder sideways. Step into the next square and alternate between stepping in front and behind of your lead foot. Continue this to the end of the ladder and repeat in the opposite direction. Lateral back and forth shuffle. Step your lead foot forward into the first square and follow with the other foot. Then quickly take 2 steps above the ladder. Step your trailing foot backward in the next square, step together, and quickly take 2 steps below the ladder.
Hi, my name is Christine Peterson. I'm a physical therapist at Ortho Montana. This is a continuation of lower extremity agility and plyometrics. We will now start the lower extremity plyometrics. Wall jump, also known as ankle bounces. This jump is performed with the knees slightly bent and both arms raised overhead. The knees should be soft and the hips, knees, and ankles in neutral alignment. This jump is performed first to prepare the athlete mentally and physically for plyometric training. Squat jump. Begin in a fully crouched position as deep as comfortable. The knees and feet are directed forward and are in good alignment with the hips. The upper body is upright with chest open. The hands touch or reach towards the heels on the outside. Jump up, reaching as high as possible, and return to the crouch position with the hands reaching back towards the heels. Scissor jump. Start in a long lunge position with the front knee bent directly over the ankle. Alternate legs by pushing off the front leg and landing with the opposite leg bent in front. Barrier jump. Side to side. Use a line, then progressing to a 4 to 8 inch hurdle. Stand in a modified squat position, then jump over the barrier from one side to the other. Land with the same amount of knee flexion as the starting position. Barrier jump. Forward to back. Facing the line or hurdle, stand in a modified squat position, jump over the barrier forward and backwards, land with the same amount of knee flexion as the starting position. Bounding in place. Begin standing on one leg with the opposite leg bent behind you. Staying in one place, alternate leg positions by driving the back leg forward and upwards. Broad jump. Starting in a neutral semi-squat stance, jump forward as far as possible, taking off with both feet, land in a deep crouch on both feet, hold for 5 seconds. 180 jump. Begin in an upright neutral stance with the feet shoulder width apart. Jump with both feet straight up into the air and make a 180 turn in mid-air before landing. Hold the landing for 2 seconds and then reverse directions and repeat.
Hi, my name is Cody Osborne. I'm an athletic trainer at Ortho, Montana, and this is the cone portion of the lower extremity plyometric and agility drills. Illinois agility drill. Setup requires 4 cones to make a 30-foot by 30-foot square. Place 3 cones in a line in the center of the square, roughly 3 to 4 feet apart. The drill begins at the bottom left cone and begins sprinting towards the top left cone. Cut around the cone, sprint to the first middle cone, and continue to zigzag, cutting around each of the 3 cones in the middle. After rounding the last of the 4 middle cones, continue to zigzag back through the 3 middle cones. Then sprint to the top right corner, cut around the cone, and sprint through the last cone. NFL Combine Shuttle Drill. This drill uses 3 cones spaced 5 yards apart. Prospects will start in a 2-point stance at the middle cone. From there, they'll sprint 5 yards to the right and touch the ground. Then they'll shift directions and sprint 10 yards to the left before finally touching the ground again. Finally, they'll sprint through 5 yards back to the right, finishing at the middle cone. 3-cone L drill. The NFL Combine Shuttle Drill can be modified into a more challenging 3-cone L drill. Cone 1 is 5 yards from cone 2, and cone 2 is 5 yards from cone 3. Begin at cone 1 and sprint to cone 2. Touch cone 2, sprint back to cone 1. Then sprint around cone 2 and touch cone 3. Finish by sprinting back around cone 2 and run through cone 1. Dot drill. Place 5 dots on the floor. Use 4-inch round dots. The dot drill is made up of 5 different drills, each done 6 times. Up and back. Start with feet on A and B. Now jump to C with both feet. Then jump with split feet to D and E. Come back the same way, jumping backwards. Repeat 5 times. Right foot. Your feet from up and back should end on A and B. Now go to dot C with your right foot and go in the order of D, E, C, A, and B. Repeat 5 times. Left foot. You will end the drill with your right foot on dot B. Now go to dot C with your left foot. The order goes D, E, C, A, B. Repeat 5 more times. Both feet. You will end the left foot drill on dot B. Now go to C with both feet. Go in the order of D, E, C, A, and B. Repeat this 5 more times. Last, turn around. You will end both feet on dot B. Now go to C with both feet. Go to dots D and E, spread apart both feet. Jump 180 clockwise to face the other way. Hit C with both feet and then A and B with feet split. Now turn again with a 180 spin to the left and your feet will still be on A and B. Repeat 5 more times.